description of the feeling, boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jump, put up a pump, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strunk, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, drinking love with the count. Flowing like water.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, that's one where he just needs to unload it, but he did not. It'll go down as a sack and a big loss of yards. So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. On the ground. ground, it's Jaylen Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Back to the air one more time. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Go, Reed, go.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from... There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Here's Warren. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now,
that's in the end zone and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety inside the 40. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Atlanta. What a stunning turn of events. Greg, looks like they're going in for the score. Instead, they bring it back the other way for the pick six.
Yeah, I mean, how fast the tables can turn in the NFL, Mike. I mean, 1 minute, as you said, you're rolling the dice, thinking you got a chance to go and get 6. Next thing you know, you're watching the other team take it all the way the other way for a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one complete to Washington. Down the left sideline. And he will go all the way. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds. And the ball... the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll power it, push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Steelers has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender.
And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. tight ends in the game to start the drive. They send the tight end in motion. Now, this looks like a design run, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Ready up! 70 Lions!
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. On the give, it's Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
After losses on the last 2 run plays, they face 3rd down and 14. Back to throw. That is caught. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. Whoa. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one knocked away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now whistles here and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Brocco 80. Here we go. Set. Hey, check that. Street.
Pitts is the man in motion.
Check go.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
26-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 7.
70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. Panther Street. Get up.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Go.
And here's Bijan. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Track 60.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long.
Set.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one is caught by Mooney. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Let's go now.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Set. Street. Panther 11. Warrior 70.
Throwing now from the gun. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Austin brought in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Roman Wilson was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up. They'll motion over Metcalf. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Jesse Bates able to come up with the play and knock it away.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And the score remains level.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Track at 60. Here we go. Here we go. Three, playing. Hut, hut.
Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go now. Check smash. Check smash. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Check go.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Again, working deep downfield. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Patterson now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and a yard.
Let's go. Last thing, 19. Go.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
19 Carter, 19 Carter. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready? Hup.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They drop this down to Warren. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Slot receiver headed right. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's second and 9. He'll drop to throw. Got his man at the 6. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball, and while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's second and goal. He'll try and run right. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
Throwing here on third and goal. And he'll take it on in. Jaylen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Ray McLeod gonna bring it out. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Come on, set.
Give to Robinson from the pistol.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Let's go now.
A tight end in motion now. On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Nice run that time, and Bijan Robinson, I mean, what can you say, Mike, about his rookie season? Over 1,400 yards from scrimmage, and you know what the crazy part is? I think there's a lot of room for him to continue to improve both himself and the system that he's operating in.
Go track, go track.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Check, Bobcat, go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Mooney. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They run over center with Robinson.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Unlock line. Hey, hey, check that, check that. Hey, check that, street.
They'll try to run with Robinson. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. There he goes, up the left sideline. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. This one complete to Washington.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's caught! What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a run. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener.